Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's MAZZ back again today with another video for you guys. Today, it's going to almost be like Groundhog's Day. So, I got a box here. It came from Club 5 Racing. I'm going to get it opened up. I think you'll immediately catch what it is. So, obviously, we got that Ontario rat. We're going to get straight into this box. I blocked out all my information for your safety. So, get right into this. See if we can't get a little look-see at this here. So, we'll get this guy opened up. Right off gate. Packaged up nice. Lots of paper. All this stuck to it. All right. So looks like keep all their shipping receipt backing. Nicely packaged. So we'll get this out of here. I don't think there's anything else in the box. Looks like we're good. So as you can see, we have another body. What's in the box? We got another body. So I'll get y'all in on this a little bit. I'm sure you can tell from the looks of it what it is. It's another XJ body, but this is a different version to that body. So I've already done a assembly video of the Injora body. I'm not going to bore y'all with another assembly video of a body. So I'm going to get off camera and put this all together. When I come back, I'll kind of tell you the differences. So we got the body together. The Club 5 Racing body is on the right. Injora is on the left. The Injora is the bright white one. Club 5's more cream color, or is cream color. So right off gate, you can see some differences. So the Club 5 comes with a lower valance front bumper. The Injora does not. Doesn't come with either one. Everything else front end wise is pretty much the same, except I like the way the Club 5 goes together because this whole grill assembly is separate from this hood part, or this front end part where Jeep would be right here, because this is body color. Well, on this one, the entire piece, you can see the seam. So that entire piece comes off, and then you have to tape your body line for your body color here and paint the grill black down there. So I do like that because that's just less stuff of taping off. You can just spray it. So other obvious is big rubber bushwhacker style fender flares. And this one has the traditional classic fender flares. One thing I will say about this, they only bolt at the bottom. I don't want to use the bolts because I don't want to see the fasteners. So what I'm probably going to do, there's a lip all the way around, and there's nothing. You can kind of push away at the top because there's nothing holding it at the top. So I'm probably going to adhere these all the way around onto the body once everything's finished painted. So this body goes together in two halves, and the roof is included in those two halves. This body is a front section. Behind this body jam, or this door jamb, this is another section, and then the lid, or the roof. Let me get this out of the way. The roof is a whole nother big section. But when they did that, they could have taken advantage and went ahead and molded these all the way across and not had these weird seams. And this seam right here, because on the XJ, they don't have that. So on this one, where they did the two halves with, and you can see up here, this is another difference, but you can see this goes together really clean, real tight gap. Door gap is perfect. But on the back, the Injora has bolts in the top, or screws in the top. This one doesn't. So we'll put a little goop up in there or something, some shoe goo or E6000 or something, and get that you know, adhered to the body. You can see on this one, there's 4 bolts holding it up top. This body used all M3s. This body uses all M2s. This one kind of rattles. This one not so much, but I need that classic look. Everything else, bumper wise, you could switch these bumpers. They're identical. A lot of parts on this are a lot of parts on these are identical. This one did come with rubber mirrors. This one has plastic mirrors. Traditional hood. This is some kind of like semi cow hood and has some louvered vents that go in here. That's not true to an XJ. So basically, and the proportions are pretty much identical, but without those rubber flares, this body just looks more proportional than that body, the black body. Now, this is going to create more of a tire clearance issue because this flare comes more out towards the wheel. This flare goes straight out away from the body. So that's something we're going to have to address. I'll have to look at that on the truck, but you can see them. I mean, they're pretty much spitting images of each other. I don't like how the bushwhacker flare comes all the way over the door, and it does that in real life, but here you can see it's already really short down here, or really short on this one, but this one's really, really short because of that flare coming up and covering half the door. So there's just a lot of differences that I wanted this Club 5 body for, because I wanted it to be more true to my 1-to-1. So I will grab the truck and put the 2 bodies on the truck so you can see it and see the difference. So let me grab the truck. So we'll get this body out of the way. We'll show you the Injora body first. We do have wheels and tires on the truck. Get that down on there, and they both sit. So that's your Injora body, and it's got these big fender flares, and you can see when you look at these, it pretty much covers the whole tire. That's not how my Jeep was. This does give you much more clearance because because there is more opening there for the wheel to go up into. So if you're trying to make your life easy, this body would probably be the one to go to. If you want to make your life harder, because we've already went down on tire size. Tire size is 4.19. We went down on that, and this body, get it on there, get it kind of situated, and you can see how close we are to the fenders. So we may have to do a little trimming on the fenders, get it set where it needs to be. So there's also a little portion I need to trim out here to let it relax. But some of you may think it looks better with the Injora body. I personally think once it's painted and everything, the classic body is going to look way better. The poke out is about right. So we're about right on that. It's probably I don't know, third of the tire on each side. The other thing on the other body is it got wider in the back. So the front covered the whole tire, the back covered the whole tire plus some. So this body is more like a XJ. They're flat down the side pretty much. They're like a slab side. So the back pretty much protrudes the tire as much as the front. So I think I'm going to dig this body a little bit more than I'll dig the Injora. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Injora. The Injora is a very nice body. It honestly probably feels a touch more quality plastic than this does, but the scale just isn't there that I want. So, like I said, that's nothing to do with the body or how it's made. That's more of my personal preference with what I want the Jeep to look like. So, you know, that's the differences between them. There's not any info out there. I couldn't find any, so I kind of had to do this on my own to make sure the, you know, make sure I was getting what I wanted basically at the end of the day. So, like I said, this is the, let's get a lower look at it, see if we can lower you down here. Sorry for the bouncy bounce. So that gives you a little bit more perspective. We'll go in a little bit for you. So that, to me, is about how it should look. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I'm probably gonna get rid of these bolt holes. I don't know yet, but I think I'm gonna get rid of these and epoxy the fenders onto the inside of the body when I'm done. That way I don't have these silver fasteners on the body holding those fenders on. And also the rear bumper is held on that way too, where you can see it come through the hatch. And I'm probably going to, well, I know I'm going to, this hole right here and another one on the other side. And I'm going to fill those and get rid of those, and I'm going to epoxy the tabs on the bumper to the back of the tailgate. So, like I said, I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. So I am making it harder on myself, but it's what makes you happy at the end of the day. So I'm going to make my life a little harder to make my life a little happier. You know what I'm saying? More smiles per mile, I think is what they call it. So tell me down in the comments what y'all think of the two bodies. If you have experience with either one, tell me, you know, I always tell people, call me a dumb redneck or something down there. Something funny, make me laugh. And as always, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn that notification bell on so you're notified every time MAZZ drops a video. And until next time, guys, y'all have a good one.